So, everyone, thanks for joining in to the 8th KoiCast. We've got a mini interview here with Timowoof. And Timo, could you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is my full name, Timothy. I started playing Osu about 3 years ago.
You started playing Osu about 3 years ago?
Yeah.
And wait, what rank are you right now?
460.
Jesus. I think I started playing Osu 4 years ago, and I'm struggling to hop into the top 1500. It's a grind.
Yeah, I think a lot of Osu's natural talent.
Yeah. So, you mostly stream Osu, right?
Yeah.
How did you decide to start streaming because of Osu, or did you start streaming for a different reason? I guess what got you into streaming on Twitch?
Yeah, so as a kid, I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos and such, and I was like, I want to do that. So, but at the time I couldn't because my internet was the absolute worst. It was about 300 kilobyte download
Oh,
speed. So, yeah, once I got fiber, I started streaming like the first day.
really?
Yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
got low end fiber, and that's when I started.
Having good internet is like the most necessary thing when you don't like you take it for granted, I feel like I do, because I never really luckily have experienced not good internet, and so now when I hear people talk about like if they couldn't stream before or they couldn't watch good quality video before because of their bad internet, I always hope that I never have to experience that. But it's like you don't realize, I guess, that you need good upload to stream before you really start streaming. And so many like internet packages don't have good upload. So
Yeah.
I was looking at different internet packages a few days ago and seeing that it's like, oh, 100 megabit download and this and that, and then it's like 5 upload or
Oh,
2, and it's like
that's
really low
cringy.
because they think, oh, no one needs it, so we'll just give them like the lowest it can possibly be. So yeah, when you started playing Osu 3 years ago, did you? Oh, hi Java. Did you start with Osu when you started streaming? Like, was that the first thing you did when you got into it?
um, yeah, I believe my first month of streaming was just me playing Osu.
Nice. And did you like? Was it with a camera, with a face cam, with hand cam, or just kind of streaming gameplay?
Oh my gosh. I think I started with a hand cam. My brother had a webcam of his that I just kind of took.
Nice.
Yeah, and I eventually upgraded to a C920,
hmm
which is a lot better quality.
Yeah, C920's the way to go. It's so highly recommended among everyone too, and it's so cheap, which is nice compared to like a bunch of other good, like expensive cameras.
Yeah, I've seen those go upwards of like 2 grand. I don't
I
understand.
know. How do you feel about the drivers for Logitech cameras and how they're like super messy and don't save all the time?
Drivers, I don't know if I've had problems with that.
Oh wait, have you like in OBS, have you opened up your camera settings and messed around with them at all?
Yeah, I've decreased the exposure.
Oh, nice.
That's about it because you need that good
Yeah.
camera frame rate.
I didn't know for like the first few months of streaming that I needed to do that. And so my frame rate was like 10 FPS and it was really bad. Oh
Same
god.
actually. I
Yeah.
was like, wait, why does everyone else's cameras look better?
Yeah, I didn't notice it at first. And then I was like the same thing. Everyone else's seemed so much better and all of a sudden I looked back on it and I was like, "Oh no."
Not like this.
Yeah. So a lot of your Osu time then, I assume. Like, what rank were you, do you know, when you started streaming?
It was definitely 3 digit. It was about a 11, 10 months ago.
Okay.
I think it was around rank 700.
So you've gone up a lot then in the past year from 700 to where you are now.
Yeah, that's a good amount of PP.
Yeah. I remember when before I knew about you and your channel, a few people in my chat had mentioned your name before and talked about you, and I watched a few of your streams and was like lurking occasionally. And I was like, "Oh god, he's really good." And then I didn't even notice for like a few of your streams that I watched that you were 3 digit. I hadn't even looked at your title or anything. And I was like, "Oh shit." But yeah, that's nice. The 3 digits. I feel like a lot of people I know now, like through streaming, are either at 3 digits or have just recently reached 3 digits, and it makes me want to grind more. But it's tough. The grind
Yeah,
is
the
hard.
PP grind.
So, have you like with your streaming? Is it something you do more for fun whenever you feel like it type thing, or is it something that you want to do something with? Like, did you want to try and like grow a community or do something else with your streaming other than just chilling and doing it for fun?
Yeah, I think I want to eventually possibly make this into a full-time job,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's gonna take a lot of time,
Hmm.
and I think I can put that time into it because I'm currently in independent study, so I have school kind of occasionally, I guess. So I'm able to put in a lot of time to stream
Yeah.
now.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Being able to have that time and also the like ability to schedule yourself is very nice and convenient.
Oh yeah. I'm just not sure how it's gonna go when I start college,
Mm-hmm.
because yeah.
Yeah. You seem to have a really good, like, I don't know. I was thinking about before this interview, I was thinking about the best way to word this because there's no good way I feel like I can word it, but you have a good community, if that makes any sense.
A good community. Oh
Like,
my god. Like moderators.
yeah, and just like good chill. Like, I feel like you are a good chill person, obviously, and that like attracts those kinds of people. Because I was browsing a few different Osu streams last night. Like, I think I went to Ryukei's stream and I went to Fedora Goose's stream and a few others. And my god, the chats. It's like very painful.
Oh my gosh.
And so, I don't know, it's good when you can have like a good active chat and like grow your community and meet all these awesome chill people and
Streamer, please play Big Black.
yeah, not have too much of that. Which I hope you don't experience too much of that. Because I feel like especially if you are a higher rank, you might get more of that when you're streaming Osu.
Well, yeah, everyone goes through that
Yeah.
experience.
Have you had any like notable moments of someone coming in the chat and doing stuff like that, or
Oh my gosh, I have, yeah. Someone named Accelerate. He comes into my stream and he's like, "Hey Tim, can you play Gimme Choco? It's my favorite song." And I don't mind doing it because it's a decent song, but I don't mean to be mean or anything, but it can get a little repetitive.
yeah. There's yeah, it's tough because it's like in one way that person, whoever it comes in and asks that kind of stuff, it's not like they're not on the end of having done it a bunch of times. The Osu community. Do you so you're on the older end, I guess, of the Osu community relatively. Cuz I think you're 18 from your Twitch profile or
Yeah.
panels.
Uh-huh.
Are most of the people, well actually, do you know a lot of people who play Osu, or are most of the people you know like outside of Osu?
I think after playing OSU for so long, most of my online friends are just either know about OSU or play OSU.
Mm-hmm. And are most of them like closer to your age or of the younger Osu community, if you even know?
I think it's mostly even. I think I hang out with people, um, well, yeah, both my age, above my age, and under my age.
Yeah, it's I don't know, I maybe more so than it just being part of the Osu community. It's so well, yeah, I guess it is a big part of how like Osu and Twitch and streaming and playing Osu has introduced me and has introduced you to like so many new people and friends. And when I started playing Osu, I didn't think it was gonna be something like that. I thought it would just be something I would do solo. But for you, did you like when you started playing Osu, was it something that you wanted to do with other people? Was it something that you wanted to like do? Were multis a thing you like to do often, or was it more of a solo thing for you at the beginning?
Um, at the beginning, I remember my friend introducing me. He was like, "Hey Tim, you should play this game. You could get really good at it." And I was like, "Hmm, yeah, I could totally do that if given enough time." So I think when I started getting in Nosu, I had this mindset of just like wanting to be that good as like players like Cookie Z
Mm-hmm.
or Waboof Wolf.
I think did you like was is there a specific player like Cookie Z or Wubblefulf that you looked up to, or if is was it those two?
Um, I don't know if I've ever really looked up to a certain top player,
Mm-hmm.
but I know Cookie Z is like, I don't know, I guess I see him as this kind of god figure that no one
Yeah.
can touch.
God, his reading and his playing is scary.
Yeah.
So I guess I should also ask. Well, I guess you just said how you got introduced into Osu by a friend introducing it to you. Most of the people I've asked actually have all been introduced to Osu just by friends introducing them to it, rather than somehow stumbling upon it themselves. I don't know how any of my friends stumbled upon it though.
Yeah.
Like it seems like it's just shared, or at the time a while ago, it was just shared between people. I don't know how those first people came upon it.
I think my friend was like, "Hey Tim, watch this video," and it was the big black
Oh yeah, the big
RG.
black videos always. God.
Oh my.
Did you ever have this is a random question, but did you ever have like a moment where you realized that the big black wasn't this crazy impossible map that it seemed like it was?
Um, I don't think I did. I remember not being able to hit the sliders
Mm-hmm.
and then like just barely doing it and then going on from there and being able to do it consistently.
Nice. I remember thinking that the streams were actually 360 BPM,
Oh my god.
and so I just avoided playing it for the longest time. And I thought Raruchi was like 100%ing 360 BPM streams, and it was the craziest thing to me.
Holy crap. That would be some jittering.
So, sort of back to streaming stuff.
Hmm.
Has streaming, I was talking about this with my chat yesterday or a few days ago. I think it was yesterday. How for me, I'm pretty quiet and had a lot of social anxiety, I feel like in real life. And ever since I started streaming and got really into that and talking to people and meeting new people through that, it's obviously I'm still a lot more talkative on my stream than I am if I like go out and do stuff or talk to a stranger in real life. But I've noticed it's helped me a lot, surprisingly. And I wanted to ask you if you've had any experience of like anything about streaming changing the way you act or feel socially outside of streaming in like normal scenarios or in school, I guess, even.
Uh, yeah, I think streaming has definitely like changed the way I talk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to continue talking for longer and um well actually I'm not sure about my conversational skills
Mm-hmm.
because I actually don't go outside that often or talk to people that much,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't really have much experience doing that. But like when I'm reading chat and interacting with people in chat, like I can continue talking without having to worry about being interrupted.
Yeah. It is like a whole different environment than when it's your own stream and it's the people that are coming to like watch you and talk to you and talk to each other in the chat.
Yeah.
It's nice too. It's very nice to have that.
Uh-huh.
I remember thinking when I started streaming that it would be really hard for me to talk to people because I had never really posted that much in anyone else's chat. Even I was pretty like even in chat rooms, very not talkative at all.
Yeah.
But a lot of people I've talked to have had it the opposite way, where if they are like not too conversational in real life, they'll be like pretty active in chat rooms or like in Twitch chat. Were you ever big and active in Twitch chat before you started streaming? Or is it something that streaming kind of brought you into chatting more in like other people's chats?
I think before I started streaming because I had 300 kilobyte internet. I just didn't touch Twitch
Mm-hmm.
because I could barely watch live streams that were 480p. So I
Yeah.
think it was kind of along with my internet and streaming that I started going into people's Twitch chats. And
Mm-hmm.
I've just always been generally kind of active in Twitch chats, interacting with streamers.
Yeah. How do you, if you do or at all, or if you feel like you have a certain way to, how do you balance your streaming and also trying to participate in other chats and also what you're doing with school and anything else going on? Do you have like a way that you balance those, or do you just kind of do what you can as it comes up?
Hmm. Because I don't have a set stream schedule, I
Mm-hmm.
usually just I try to stream every single day,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I do pretty good at that. But usually before and after I stream, I'm usually either in a Twitch chat or talking to someone on Discord.
Mm-hmm. And setting up a Discord server was something that I was interested in how you thought about it, because for me, it was when I set up my Discord server, I didn't know anything about Discord. I was one of those people who hadn't even opened Discord until like late 2017.
Oh my.
So I had someone else like help me set it up and I didn't know anything about it. But for you, like in running your Discord, um is it something that you just generally kind of like have open for people to join, or do you think it's like a extra community thing for your stream more than like a hey everyone please join my Discord, like more of a chill thing on the side that you just kind of have there to have open?
Yeah, it's definitely more of a chill thing because like I don't at everyone
Yeah.
very occasionally or very often.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
I know I've seen some people who it's, and I mean I guess it's to each their own, but I feel like I've seen so many streams where in the chat, they'll be like really wanting people to join their Discord, or really wanting to, mainly Discord, I've noticed, even more so than like please follow or like drop a follow type thing. I see a lot of everyone please join the Discord, and I don't know why necessarily. I mean, I guess it can help really build that community like inside of the Discord, but I always wondered, other than getting your Discord partnered, is there like a benefit of having a bunch of people in your Discord?
There are, I would say there's more people that add everyone.
Really? Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I think that's the only quote unquote benefit.
Yeah.
To having more people in your Discord. Of course, there are more people to talk to.
Yeah.
If you're more on the social side.
I remember when I had my Discord first set up, it was just like a few channels and just me and a few other people from my earlier streams. And when more people came in, I was like, oh my god, I need to have like a mod, and I need to figure this out and understand how it works. It's a good thing to have though as a streamer. Like, it's really helpful and nice to have that outside of your stream chat area and place to like post announcements and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how streamers would, I mean, I guess with Twitter, that would be like the best interaction way before Discord was a thing. But I can't imagine not having Discord. I feel like it's so useful.
I know. It just, everyone uses it. I actually don't use Twitter that much, so I might go on occasionally and look at some OSU player tweets. But that's about it.
Yeah. I remember using TeamSpeak before Discord with a friend who had a paid TeamSpeak server before, and then we realized, oh, Discord's like, or they realized that Discord was this free thing, but we always used TeamSpeak anyway because someone was paying for it. TeamSpeak and Skype were the things to use in the old days.
Oh my gosh. I remember using Skype, and it was just this big, huge chat.
Yeah. Oh, it was so bad. God. So, I think something I'm really interested in knowing is with you're doing independent studies, you said?
Yeah.
So I guess you already said this. That makes it easy to balance like streaming and school stuff at the same time because it's more relaxed in that regard. So has OSU ever been something for you that's, or yeah, I guess OSU more than streaming. Has it ever been something for you that feels like it's taking away from other stuff, like whether it be school or other things?
You're asking if playing OSU has stopped me from like participating in certain stuff?
Yeah, I guess so.
I would say no. I just stop playing if I have to do something.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever really like been addicted and feel like I need to keep playing.
That's nice, actually. I feel like a lot of people have fallen into, especially with like that legit like mental reward of getting ranks up and getting more PP, that it's easy to feel like you really need to get on and get PP every single day.
Yeah, at my skill level where I'm right now, I feel like getting PP is such a hard task, and it's like the reward to effort ratio is too much.
Yeah. Gotta enjoy game and not get too stuck in ranking up. I was at a whole point in my early OSU time for like a year where I would feel legitimately upset at the end of my day if I didn't get PP that day, and it was like really bad.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm glad that I've gotten out of that, and luckily it seems to be pretty common that, and I guess it is sort of like what you said, how the reward with the amount of effort put in becomes just through that it becomes less enticing to worry about PP. But as people rank up, it seems to be that they do end up caring less and less about their performance point gains, which is nice.
Yeah, there's nothing. I don't think I don't see PP as something like bad.
Yeah.
Shouldn't get PP.
When you started playing Osu, what was it? Well, yeah, it must have been PPV2 when you started playing Osu.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, but apparently I had started playing Osu like right after or pretty soon after PPV2 had been implemented, and like when a bunch of other changes were happening, because I remember not even being able to change like the main menu background, even like little things like that. I don't think cutting edge was a thing at all, or Osu Direct. It was weird. I started playing like in a weird transitionary phase.
Well, when the cursor was very large.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are your interests or passions, if anything, outside of Osu and streaming? Or I guess more so outside of streaming than outside of Osu.
I think tennis is a really big one.
Tennis.
Yeah, in so about I think 2 years ago. Yeah, it was 2 or 3. No, it was 2 years ago. I read a manga called Baby Steps, and this manga was about you may or may not know it, but it's a tennis manga, and I was really interested in it, like the mind games in it, the hard work versus reward. So I was like, I have a tennis court right across the street from my house. I could just go hit against the wall with the racket. So I did that for maybe a month, and I was like, this is pretty fun. And then at my school, the principal posted a message on the kind of school-wide forum, and saying that this school is willing to take students from our school, and these are the teams that they have. And I saw the tennis team, and I was like, whoa, I want to do that. So I basically joined that school's tennis team and got really into tennis.
I like that story. It's like, I feel like that's almost like something I've read, where it is you going and bouncing the tennis ball with yourself off the wall and then eventually joining it at school.
The sad part about it, though, because I had to stop playing on that team this year because I switched schools.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that was unfortunate.
Damn. I never
Yes.
really did anything like throughout my life. I don't think I've ever, except for once when I was younger, switched schools or even moved, actually. Is that something that you've done more than just switching schools that one time, like a full move to a whole different area?
No, I've lived in the same house my whole
Okay.
life.
I feel like that's such a stressful thing as like someone, if when you're growing up and you're like in communities in school or anything like that, or in certain friend groups, and moving on from that and because of like a move or because of a forced school switch or something.
I think at my old high school, I was there for 2 years, freshman and sophomore. The workload was just absolutely horrible.
Really?
So I decided I didn't want to keep going there. So I switched to independent study.
That's nice though that you were able to do that. If there's ever heavy workloads in high school, like early high school, seems so unnecessary. Like piling on homework and lots of homework.
Well, I think it was So a little more about my old high school is that students were able to have internships,
Hmm.
and they went Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then school on Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. So the school was geared toward project based learning, and I was like, oh, I don't know if this is for me.
Hmm.
So after 2 years, I learned that it's definitely not for me.
Yeah, that's definitely not for me either. I would not want to do that. Was it like a special high school then? Like, oh, not just the normal. Like, was it for that project based stuff, that specific school, rather than
Um,
just a typical everyday high school?
yeah, it was a special school kind of. It was geared towards real world learning, which is why
Mm.
students could have internships.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Everything I've been to school wise has been like your typical, typical everyday thing, nothing special. I remember I had an old friend though that went on to one of those kinds of schools and I didn't. And that was like a huge moment for me of having to go to a different school for once, other or like away from people who I knew and people who I was already friends with.
Yeah.
I feel like that's got to be a hard thing. But has well, I guess, do you tell anyone that you know in real life, like friends, about your streams, or is that something you keep sort of separate from IRL friends, or is it all kind of linked together?
I think I have told my IRL friends about me playing Osu a bunch,
Hmm.
and they added me on Discord, and I'm pretty sure they see my Timowoof is
Oh
streaming thing.
yeah.
But yeah, I have had an IRL friend, and he's like, "I'll sub to you every month."
Nice.
So yeah, he's currently at 8 months, I believe.
Damn. Yeah, I think I've had one person other than like one of my friends who's like been with my stream ever since the beginning. I think I have had one person come into the stream who I happen to know in real life, which was weird. Like without me having said anything to them in like years, just someone like I knew in high school in the past, and it was a really weird moment.
Wow. My sister's friend, like my sister visited her friend in Oregon,
Hmm.
which is the state above us. Somehow my sister brought up the topic. Oh, my brother streams on Twitch, and um, I think her friend was like, "Oh, really? What's their Twitch username?" And my sister told them, and when she was telling me this, and I was like, "Oh no," because like I know I'm pretty sure I know that person,
Yeah.
but they haven't actually. I don't think they've been in my stream, so I'm hoping they haven't.
Nice. I was worried one time my well, do your have your parents ever watched any of your streams?
No, thank goodness.
Yeah. I remember one time my mom had asked me what my name was on the website that I live stream on because my mom knows that I do. And I was like, oh, I'd rather not have you search that and watch streams.
Oh
Because then
my
I'd be
gosh.
like not knowing ever if my parents were watching it. I don't know. It's definitely not something I want to share with them.
Yeah.
So with streaming, what's your favorite part? I guess did I already ask what your favorite part is about streaming? I think I asked you about streaming in the community that you have, but and why you were like doing it. But what's your favorite part about it?
My favorite part. I would say it's the chat interaction. Like people being able to say, "Hey, that's really cool," or "Hey, could you do this?" or "What do you think about this?" I think
Yeah.
answering those questions is what makes streaming really fun for me.
Yeah. The chat interaction is such a huge thing that makes it so much fun. And I remember, did you ever consider doing anything on YouTube, or were you from the beginning of like when you started streaming, were you like, I want to stream?
Yeah, I do have some old IRL videos on my YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and some various OSU scores on my YouTube before I started streaming.
Mm-hmm.
But once I got my internet, I knew that I was gonna start streaming.
Yeah. Because I remember seeing too on your, I'm trying to open it up right now, but Twitch is being Twitch and struggling to load things. You said, oh yeah, on your YouTube panel on your stream, look at the older videos for some weird content. I'm kind of interested to do that.
Oh my gosh!
I haven't checked your YouTube, but now I want to. I want to see some of the weird content. So,
Are we gonna?
am I gonna what?
Are we gonna do that right now?
We could actually.
Oh
I wasn't
my
planning
gosh.
on it, but hold on. Wait, is your YouTube just Timowoof?
No, do not Google Timowoof.
God.
Let me link it.
I gotta see one of these.
In a second. Here, I think this is the link.
Yeah, I've got all of my older stuff on my YouTube before I started like posting stream or OC related stuff. It's all taken down, so none of it's viewable. Oh wait, did you send the link? Oh, in chat.
Yes, it's in Twitch chat.
Let me grab that. Okay, hold on. Oh, I like these thumbnails. The 480p volume warning. Making thumbnails is hard. It's fun though. Okay. You have a video from 2014 titled Nerd Challenge?
Oh my gosh. I don't think you can show that on stream because my cousin is shirtless. But
oh, true.
Yeah, in that video I had Zeke and my cousin chat over. Zeke's my IRL best friend. Both of them basically had 4 boxes of nerds each, and they tried putting them in their mouth and not spitting it out.
Oh god.
Both of them failed. Zeke, when he was doing it, he kind of spit them all out over the floor, so that was fun to clean up.
I love, yeah, looking at your uploads, it starts with that. And then it's Osu, a bunch of Osu, and then all of a sudden there's fat guy nuts all over his bed, gone sexual.
Yeah, that is Zeke.
Is that watchable on stream?
Yes, there's no NSFW content, although I guess there could be something construed as. I don't.
Yeah.
Basically, he had a water bottle and he got some water onto his bed, I guess.
Oh no, it's got 0 likes and 2 dislikes.
Darn.
It's gotta be such good quality though. I'm tempted to watch this. Hold up. Let me quickly grab a display cap so I can at least show people what I'm looking at right now. This video. Like the vertical camera too. Okay, hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus Christ, Timowoof. What is this? When was this uploaded? 2017? That's pretty recent with all your other
This
stuff.
this was interesting.
Ah, yes, the quality content. All right. Well, a good little detour. So how do you feel about the political climate? No, what do you think is the most challenging part of streaming?
The most challenging part of streaming.
Yeah. If any.
Yeah. I would say when someone that's kind of depressed asks for advice. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do about it. You can talk to them, but I don't know. It's definitely difficult.
Yeah. It's tough too because you want to be like for me, I want to be open, very open to that kind of stuff, but also in a way where it's not like always come to me if you're dealing with something, because like it's hard to, I don't know, manage if someone like messages you in Discord or talks in your chat about wanting help with something like that, with anxiety or depression. It's hard to, I don't know, it's because you want to help, but you don't want to have them, I don't know, it's very hard to word and talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything about it
is
hard.
difficult.
Yeah. I think as like, yeah, I don't know. It depends as well on what kind of community you have on your channel. Like if someone comes in and feels comfortable saying that kind of stuff, or if someone comes in your Discord and feels comfortable asking about those kinds of things, and asking for like help related to that stuff, because in a way you want them to be able to do that, and you want them to have an avenue to talk about that kind of stuff, but you also don't want to bring, not in like a mean way at all, don't want to like bring down the spirits of your chat or anything like that. So it's hard to deal with.
Yeah, sometimes I'll see other streamers deal with it. Like I know Whole Wheat Pete.
Mm-hmm.
He'll someone in his chat will say some negative stuff, and Pete will be like, "Did you feel free to DM me on Discord?"
Mm-hmm.
I think he deals with it fairly well, but
Yeah,
it definitely takes a toll on you mentally.
yeah. Especially, I can't imagine then for Pete, like, because that probably adds such a feeling of, I guess, responsibility on him when if he lets people or wants or is open to people like DMing him about that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to then not talk to them, and because then you have that like, okay, I gotta make sure I talk to them and be that avenue for them, like in this moment. That's got to be really stressful for him.
Yeah,
it's especially with the average age, I feel like, of people on Twitch and in the Osu community. There's a lot of those kinds of feelings that people have, whether it be depression or anxiety or anything like that. So it's hard.
yeah,
it's really hard. Everything about
difficult.
it. I'm trying to think of a good way now to change topics, because I don't want to just be like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely good to be open about it, though. So, I wanted to ask, before I forget, because I feel like I've asked this to every person who I've talked to. Are you, and I think I know the answer, but are you a cat person or a dog person? Very random sidetrack question, but I think it's important.
I actually get this question very often.
Really?
Because the woof is in my name.
Yeah.
but then I have a cat as a profile picture.
Yeah.
So, contrary to popular belief, I am very much a cat person. I've never had a dog, and I'm not interested in having a dog. Although
Nice.
dogs can be very cute
Yeah,
occasionally.
I agree. I like dogs. They're cute. Little pups are good pups. But I want a cat all the way over a dog. And I think the chat seems to agree. Cats over dogs. I think most people I've talked to, like streamer wise, have been more cat people than dog people.
Maybe dogs interrupt streamers more.
Maybe
I don't know.
they just want cats to chill. Does your cat that well you have a cat, right?
2 cats, yeah.
Okay. Do your cats ever interrupt and like hop on your keyboard and tablet and stuff when you're playing Osu?
Oh yeah. It happened a lot. Yeah, I think it used to happen maybe I'd say 3 days out of the week where my cat would just jump on my desk and lay down. But since I got my mouse pad, it's like it's a pretty big mouse pad. It fits a very large portion of my desk. I haven't let my cats on since I got it because there would just be way too much hair and I wouldn't be able to use my mouse.
Yeah. There's so much. My cat doesn't really like if I pet him or if I'm just doing something with him or he's somewhere else in the house. I feel like he doesn't shed that much and there's not that much fur, but the moment he's on my desk or on my lap, it's like it's everywhere. Especially the mouse pad. But
oh my gosh.
I like the cats hopping up on the desk, hopping up on my lap more than having like a dog barking in the background.
Yeah, I'd say that's better. I don't know.
Is the cat in your Twitch profile picture one of your cats or a cat from the past?
No, it is. I found this picture on Facebook.
Oh.
And I was like, this would be a good profile picture. So I've used it ever since.
Do you know whose it is?
No, I don't. I honestly don't have any clue where this picture came from. My sister actually photoshopped the top hat on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold
the
on.
original picture doesn't have a top hat.
I want to look at it again. That top hat, whenever I glance at it, because I guess it's so small, I can't even notice that the... Oh, yeah. It is photoshopped. I thought that it was actually a cat wearing a top hat.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
If you look closely, there are a few pixels where you can see the cat's ear.
Now I can title this podcast Timowoof Exposed.
Oh my gosh.
Photoshopped cats.
Holy. Although, in the original, I think the original photo, the watermelon, is actually there.
Yeah, the watermelon's nice. I like that picture. That's what has occurred in that scene there, where there's a cat by the water with a giant
pushing
watermelon.
a watermelon out of a lake. Yeah. That's what I say.
I like that a lot. It's very unique. Very memorable.
Yeah.
So, I guess to keep up the theme of some of these questions being all over the place at this point, back to Osu.
All right.
Has Osu ever been something that you experience pain after? Like, do you get strained from playing Osu ever? Are there stretches that you do?
Yeah. I used to single tap with my middle finger, but then it started hurting like a lot whenever I just tapped a key normally.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the doctor about it. They said I had nerve damage in my finger.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I got nerve damage, so that's why I alternate now and don't single tap
Wow.
Um, I mean, I do single tap occasionally, but it doesn't like I've fully committed to alternating now. It's
Hmm.
now easier to alternate than single tap. But my finger is fine now. There's no pain or anything.
That's
I can
good.
still feel it. Um, but my doctor basically fixed it by squeezing it a lot. She said it was to kind of release the nerve endings. I'm not really sure
Hmm.
on the details, but it got fixed.
Was the nerve damage, or do you think, or do you know if the nerve damage was because of Osu?
Oh yeah, it definitely was because
God.
I'm just smacking my keyboard all day,
Yeah.
and that's the only thing that could have caused it. So
God, I'm always worried about something like that happening because I don't alternate very often, and I do like a lot of fast single tap heavy stuff. So whenever I hear stories about RSI or nerve damage, it's makes me want to learn to alternate.
I mean, it's definitely a lot more scarier.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
I think if you I kind of wish I had started out alternating like when I first started playing Osu because it seems like such a hard thing to force myself to switch to at this point
Hmm.
after like so many years of playing with mostly single taps. I'm
I don't
still
know.
I mean, well, how for you, how hard was it to switch to alternating?
Um, I don't remember much of it, but I remember just forcing myself to switch between fingers
Mm-hmm.
and just gradually getting better. I know one map I used to play way too much and practice alternating was Darling on DT.
Mm.
That was a very good map. Um, I'm still I'm still not at a point where I can do true alternating and alternate like triples.
Yeah.
I'm getting better at like starting triples with both my middle and pointer finger.
Yeah, it's so hard to do. Oh my. I've had like a few days where I really tried to do it and it's my brain, like it's so hard to do correctly.
Yeah. So sometimes I'll just single tap on PP farm maps and start triples with my middle finger because that's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
used to to get that PP farm.
Yeah. I feel like how do you a lot of people have passionate opinions about PP farms like maps and the mapping meta and Sotarks, etc. Probably an over asked question, but does any of that stuff ever are you one of the people who get bothered, I guess, by how there's constant PP maps ranked, or is that something you're like, whatever?
Yeah, I personally don't care at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that PPV2 is the next it I mean it is the best thing to keep track of global ranking and such.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are saying Peppy plus fix and like he can't because it's very
Yeah.
difficult to and there's nothing you can really do about it as of now. Pupper is actually working on an elo rating thing that is um gonna be really cool,
And wait,
I
what is this?
guess.
What is that?
It's he's calling it elosu. It's like elo rating. So you have two players or every player start out with 1000 elo
Mm-hmm.
and then you gain or lose elo based on if you win or lose.
Oh, so is it like a wait? If you win or lose, so do you mean like a multiplayer thing, winning or losing?
Yeah, it would be in a multiplayer match.
Okay. I feel like yeah, there's lots of people asking to have so many changes to the PP system for one reason or another, but I can't imagine how hard it would be to really make a change bigger than like the HD rebalance that happened, like a small little change here and there. Were
I
you?
hated the HD
Yeah, I was
rebalance.
gonna ask, how did you feel about the HD rebalance?
It hit me hard.
Really?
I went
Damn.
from top 400, and now I'm about 100 ranks behind.
Wow. I lost a lot of PP, but my rank didn't get hit too hard. I think when it happened, I was like rank two, like flat 2K, and I was basically the same thing after it happened.
Hmm.
And some people went down really, really far, especially people who are higher ranked, like in the top 1,000. They shifted around like an insane amount, the top 1K ranks.
Yeah.
Isn't there a proposed high BPM rebalance too that's going to make like high BPM streams worth more PP? I think I saw
Uh,
that at some point.
I haven't heard any news about it.
I don't think that would impact as many people as a full HD rebalance, which is nice if that were to happen. Because so many people have HD in their top plays, whether it's HDHR or HDDT or just HD for the extra PP.
Yeah, that's why I use hidden
Yeah.
extra PP.
So, have you ever mapped anything? I was wondering that because you're a higher rank. Has mapping ever been something that you've tried or been interested in, or is it really just about OSU standard for you?
Yeah, I've made about, I'd say, 10 maps.
Really?
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in getting better at mapping and continuing to map.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I've mapped instrumental songs and Japanese vocals. Also, there's a lo-fi song that I've mapped.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I should check
although
some
they're
of them
they're
out.
definitely not the best.
I still want to check some of them out. Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like actually before I ask something else, have you ever dabbled much in any of the other modes other than just OSU standard and mapping?
yeah, I've played Mania for about, I think, 100 or 200 hours. I'm rank 13K in OSU Mania.
Damn.
I've played 83 hours in Mania. Yeah, so I played that a lot last year, but my skill has decayed very much. So I'm maybe about 50% good as I was last year at this time.
That's nice. I feel like it's hard to manage. Well, actually, I should. Is it hard to manage trying to be active in two game modes at once, like when you were playing more Mania?
Yeah, I remember having a good Mania day, and I was like, today would be a good standard day too. Wonder which game mode I should play, but I played. I remember I would mainly play Mania because it was generally more fun.
Mhm. Before I move on again from Osu, I want to ask, which I'm sure is another thing you've been asked a lot of times, but do you have any general tip or tips for someone looking to improve in Osu?
What if I told you that you needed to play more? No, I'm joking.
Damn, unheard of advice.
Usually I'll tell them, if you're having trouble aiming, it helps to minimize wasted movement and flick from one note to the next as fast.
I think
And
that. Wait. Can you say that one more time?
yeah, it's good to minimize wasted movement and flick from one note to the other as fast as you can.
I
Not
think.
as fast as you can, but
Yeah.
yeah.
That's one of the more. That's a legitimate good piece of advice that I don't think I've ever heard before. I actually like that a lot. I feel like on Streams for me actually a lot. There's a lot of movement that I waste.
Mm-hmm.
Like even more than jumps and snapping to notes like that. On streams, one of the ways I improved my streams in Osu is really focusing on my movement and how that's affecting where my hand is moving throughout the stream rather than like worrying about my cursor position specifically or the notes or my reading. When you think about it more about your positioning in your hand and your hand movements, I feel like that's a good way to work on like improving your snappiness and your stream aim. And I've never really had it put into words that way that you did.
Ooh,
I like that.
that's actually something I've heard from tennis, is
Really?
to minimize wasted movement because then you can get more power behind your stroke.
Well, there you go. Play tennis to get better at OC. Play tennis and confirm 3-digit.
Wow. When I was playing tennis and working on my serves, my wrist I was starting to feel it in my wrist.
Mm-hmm.
So I just cut back playing tennis a little bit.
So let's see. I've asked you about cats or dogs. We've talked about Twitch chat and Twitch community stuff. We've talked about your streaming and how you manage that and how you manage your time related to it. We talked about challenges, favorite part of streaming. What is something that you're planning on for the future of your streaming? Because I know you said you'd love to be able to make it a full-time thing eventually. Other than that, is there something more that you want to do with your streams, or something like any events that you want to do, or anything, any plans, I guess, for your future streaming?
Hmm. I don't think I've really thought that far ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I don't want to play Osu forever. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, I really like it, and I don't get that tired of it very often. But it's not something that I'd want to do every single day.
Yeah.
Like playing other games is definitely fun. And in fact, Osu is. I usually say that Osu is the only game I don't get bored of, and that's true. Like, I can play League of Legends for one game, and then I don't want to play anymore. But
Mm-hmm.
with Osu, it's different. I can just keep going if I want.
Yeah, I think it's definitely good, especially with streaming, to not get too limited on one thing, because I feel we people have heard so often from, especially like bigger streams and bigger streamers, how if they're known for one thing, like could you imagine if Cookiesy streamed something other than Osu? I feel like that would have a huge impact on his
Oh my
amount of
gosh.
people who come by.
Yeah. I mean, maybe 2 weeks ago, I saw Ninja streaming League, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, there's probably I think there was some, I don't think controversy is the right word, but it's definitely something where if you're known for that one thing and that's what you're like most people know you for, I guess, then it can be stressful to switch. So it's good to have that variety of doing other stuff like earlier on in streaming too, I feel like.
Yeah.
Which had so you do stream other stuff other than Osu. Do you Osu's probably the majority of what you stream, but what other games right now, if there's like a one as constant as Osu, do you stream other than Osu?
Um. Hmm. I was playing Final Fantasy 15. I was
Oh,
playing through that game.
mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed it. Although the amount of playtime was not expected. I thought it would last a lot longer.
Really?
Yeah, I put maybe I think 15, 20 hours into the game. I was expecting a lot longer because I know that most Final Fantasy games you can usually play them for maybe 100 hours or
Yeah.
longer.
There's lots
And then,
of
sorry, go ahead.
yeah. I think the end game content in Final Fantasy 15 had the problem of being like end game. So like after the main story, all of a sudden here's the other 50 hours of the game, but no one really has a reason to go do that since the story's already over.
Yeah. And then yesterday I was playing a fighting game
Oh yeah,
on
I
my
saw that.
controller. Yeah, my friend was just like, "Hey Tim, you want to play this?" And I was like, "Okay."
What game
So I
was that?
played that. Uh, Um, it's called Melty Blood Actress Again Current Code.
Holy shit.
It's a an old Type Moon game from
Oh.
I think the early 2000s. I'm not sure.
I was gonna say that has to be Japanese with that game title.
Yeah.
That's good. A Type Moon game. Do you have you? Well, I wait. So that was a fighting game. Do you have any like past experience with fighting games? Is it something you're
Um,
interested in?
no, I've only played fighting games at like arcades and like mashed buttons, and that was the extent
Yeah.
of it. And I actually have BlazBlue, Chrono Phantasm Extend, I think it's called, and I'm interested in getting more into that.
Yeah, I feel like it's
Pretty
so
good.
fun to watch like higher level fighting game gameplay. I mean, I guess that goes with like any game. Same with Osu. It's so interesting to watch it like at a higher level.
Yeah,
But yeah, fighting games. I've never been able to get into a fighting game because it seems like such a. I'll play against a bot or something and I'll be able to mash and everything will be good. But if I play against someone who's got any knowledge on the game, it's like impossible. And I'll just get
yeah.
destroyed.
Oh, and I forgot about. Yeah, I've poured a good amount of time into Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Oh yeah, Brawl.
Yeah, I played it on the Wii with nunchucks.
Oh yes, the Wii Super Smash Brothers Brawl. Do you okay? Do you feel like, and I don't know if you know that this exists, but do you feel like Smash Brothers Brawl gets too much hate because apparently it's generally considered to be the worst Super Smash game?
I don't know. That was the first Smash game I played,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't think anything was wrong with it.
But I remember, yeah, because I played Melee when I was growing up, but I also played a bit of Brawl when it came out. And because I was so young and because I was playing it when it came out, it's something that I look back on and like, oh, I liked that game. Like it's a good game.
Yeah,
And now with more stuff and more people talking about the new Smash Brothers that's coming out for Nintendo Switch, I've been hearing about how no one apparently likes Brawl.
yeah.
But I like it and I was like, oh wait a minute, I like that game. I wonder if I went back and played it though, it'd be not as good as I remember.
Yeah, I remember going through the story mode and unlocking literally every character.
Oh yeah, the story mode in Brawl was weird. It had like bosses too.
Yeah.
The subspace emissary or something.
Oh my gosh, that was it. Yeah.
Good
And then
times.
Master Hand.
Raisin says Brawl is too unbalanced and has a dumb tripping function, etc. I think
Okay,
for
well, Raisin has very skewed opinions.
I think well, yeah, as kids playing Brawl, it was never like treating it as a fighting game. It was like this is a fun game to play. But I guess as like a competitive game, it probably has its downfalls compared to the others.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you was gaming when you were growing up, was playing video games a big part of your life or was it something that you didn't do too often?
I would say it was the biggest part of my life.
Oh,
I used to go to a tech cafe when I was 6 years old, I believe. And
6 years
I
old.
six, yes, very young. I remember playing World of Warcraft, and choosing an undead rogue and getting level 14.
Yeah, did you well, yeah, what games did you grow up with? I guess World of Warcraft would be one of them.
Yeah, World of Warcraft. I remember having a PlayStation 1 and not liking it because the controls were too hard on GoldenEye. And then we got a PlayStation 2, and I remember spending a lot of time on that, playing like Jack and Daxter.
I was on the other side of like I had a GameCube instead of a PS1 or instead of a PS2. And so all the old Sony exclusives like Jack and Daxter I never played. And I never grew up with those games. I was there playing Melee and Sonic games on my GameCube.
Wow.
But yeah, did you between the times of Jack and Daxter and PC gaming, is there a timeline for like what consoles you played on?
Yeah, there's PlayStation 2, and then I think after that I played the Nintendo DS. I had maybe 40, 50 games on it, and then all of a sudden it was my DS got stolen. I was really bummed out because I had all of my games. Like I had one of those special pouches you put your DS and all games into, and it got stolen from the car.
Oh god, like, that's horrible.
What the heck? I know. So after that, I got a Wii, and I played that probably too much. I got Call of Duty Modern Warfare
on the Wii.
On the Wii.
How was that?
I got Prestige 10. I got Max Prestige in that game. Yeah. And I think after the Wii, I finally got a computer.
After your Wii, you got a computer, so that was early on that you got into PC gaming then, I assume.
Yeah, I remember playing RuneScape.
Oh, yeah.
In 2009 or 8.
The best start of PC gaming, RuneScape.
Honestly, I had a blast playing RuneScape.
I did too.
Old school RuneScape was amazing.
Were you ever good? Like, were you ever high combat level?
I think the combat level I ended at was 67.
I think that's about where I was too when I stopped playing.
I actually stopped playing RuneScape because they started charging my grandma's account. Instead of the normal like $8 a month, they charged $100, and I was like, "What the heck?"
Wait, what?
Yeah. So I hate Jagex now because they did something like that.
I think I've told this story before, so I'll just say briefly. But I stopped playing RuneScape because I got scammed of my dragon armor.
Oh my gosh. Holy.
I never played again. I was so sad.
Yeah, I've since given my RuneScape account to a friend, and it's been muted permanently. So now I don't play it anymore.
That's a big rip. So you had your PC back in 2009. I'm going to assume that the PC you're on right now isn't the same PC from 2009?
Yes, that is a safe assumption.
Okay. Good. Probably for the best. Was there like a moment where you went all out and built a gaming PC?
Since I started streaming, I've since used my streaming money to make a heck of a better computer. So now my computer is completely different from my first desktop. I mean, everything except the hard drive and the case.
Oh, so are you still using the same case then?
Yeah.
Nice. That case has lasted you a while. Like 10 years. Holy.
What the heck? No, I had a... No, I...
Oh, it's not the one from 2009.
My first laptop. So I didn't mean computer. It was my first laptop.
Okay. I was going to say.
Acer laptop with maybe an 11-inch screen.
Whoa, 11 inches? Is that small for a laptop, or am I just...
It's like unimaginably small. I don't know. I can't imagine it. And then after that, that computer lasted me for maybe 2 years. I got a MacBook Pro 2015. I think that was in 2014 or 2013 though. I used that for a good 3 years, I think, and then I finally got my first desktop. I had a GT 740,
Oh,
16 gigs of DDR3,
very nice.
AMD FX 6300. Overall, very bad computer.
Yeah. And wait, what year was that again? 2015 or 2016?
The year I got my desktop was 2015, I believe.
Okay. Did you ever go back and play Osu on your MacBook?
Yeah, I remember my rank from when I switched from my MacBook to my desktop is about 20K.
So I tried to play, because I have a MacBook from around the same year, and I tried to play Osu on it once, and it did not run too well.
I don't remember much about those days.
Did you play with a tablet or a mouse on those days?
I never played Osu with a mouse. As soon as I saw the game, I was like, I want to get a tablet. So as soon as I got my tablet, I started playing.
Is your tablet exclusively for Osu, or were you ever into like graphic design or anything with it, or was it all just straight up for Osu?
Yeah, nice. Only Osu.
Good.
Is the H420 was my first tablet. Ooh. I couldn't imagine using that for drawing.
So I've realized that it's been an hour and a half.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I have one last thing I want to ask before seeing if there's some viewer questions, which I'll also say right now. Plan is to move on into some viewer questions after this last question, so if anyone has some stuff they want to ask, feel free to ask it in the chat. But before that, just because I'm interested, do you have any like routine related to Osu, or any like stretching that you do for it, or any like time of day you like to play it specifically, anything like that?
No, I actually don't stretch my hands as much as I should. I do it maybe once a week.
Really?
Or like, yeah, maybe 30 seconds. It's pretty bad. I'm honestly surprised I haven't gotten some kind of RSI.
Mm-hmm.
But on the routine side of Osu, I would say routine in like to reset my mindset of playing Osu.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is something I learned from tennis, actually. Like, how do I word this? Messing with the strings on your racket is a way to keep your mind into playing tennis. Mm-hmm. And that I've developed a thing where I use my tablet pen to go up and down every time before I do the song. And that's something I do.
Oh, I see what you mean. Interesting.
Yeah, it kind of resets, or not resets, but gets you ready to play Osu, I guess.
There's so many links between tennis and Osu. It's interesting.
I know. They're both games that involve the wrist, hands.
Do you have a Oh, one more thing that I'm interested before viewer questions. Are you a morning person or a night person?
I'm definitely a night person. I always hate mornings.
I've been a night person for the longest time, but recently it's been like, I can't tell if I'm a morning person or a night person, because sometimes I'll wake up and I like really want to stream in the morning. But I'm always more of a night person, so it doesn't work out because I want to wake up then to stream, but then if I stream in the morning, I'll be way too tired and I'll want to go to bed earlier. But since I'm a night person, I want to stay up later. It's tough.
Yeah, I'll always have tournaments in the morning and then perform really badly.
Tourney times are The struggle with tournaments. Oh my.
Can't everyone be in one time zone?
Yeah. All right. So, viewer questions. I want to move on into some of those since time's flying by. So now I'll bring the focus a little more towards chat. And also, I think I will bring it up on my stream for whenever that shows up. But Am says apple juice or orange juice, and why do you like apple juice more?
Nice. I really like apple juice because it's not as acidic as orange juice. I think it tastes better.
I haven't had apple juice in a long time. Now I want to try apple
Actually,
juice.
same. Don't drink too much of apple juice because it is can mess with your bowels.
Really?
Yeah, if you drink too much apple juice, you can get diarrhea.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't. I remember having apple juice as a kid and really hating it, but I liked it.
What?
Yeah, like I remember as a kid, I hated drinking it, but I was like, I love apple juice. Like I'd tell my parents, I want apple juice, but I hate it. And so I have memories of actually liking it, but I don't know if I actually did.
What the heck?
It's weird. Oh, that reminds me. A few I've noticed in your stream titles recently, stuff about hydration. Are you all about keeping up the good hydration?
Oh my gosh. The key to being good at OSU.
Yes.
Staying hydrated.
Yes. Absolutely.
If you are not hydrated, you will get headaches and you will get tilted at OSU very easily.
Have to stay hydration. Hydration? Do you have hydration bot?
I do.
I got rid of it because I was like, I already stay hydrated. I should probably bring it back though. People like it. Okay. Let's see. Critality asks, Rock Band or Guitar Hero?
I never got into Rock Band. I actually played Guitar Hero on my PlayStation 2. I got a controller and remember it was like, Grandma, look at me, I can do songs on hard. I was like, wow.
Yeah, Guitar Hero is the way to go for me.
But my cousin actually had Rock Band, and we played that occasionally. He had the drums and guitar. So when I was over at his house, we'd be playing Rock Band.
I remember liking the songs that were on Guitar Hero better, although I don't really remember most of them, other than like Through the Fire and the Flames and Guitar Hero 3.
Yeah.
Was Guitar Hero the first rhythm game you played? If you know.
Actually, it wasn't. The first rhythm game I played was Amplitude, I believe, on the PlayStation 2. Yeah, it's pretty old. I never got exceptionally good at it, but I remember really liking it.
Oh, this looks interesting. Wait, what? It's on PS3 and PS4 too?
Oh yeah, there's a sequel.
Oh yeah,
recently I think.
Yeah, 2016. It looks like. Interesting. It reminds me of it's like a rhythm game where you're a vehicle on track. In a way.
Yeah, you're like a spaceship thing.
Yeah, I see. Interesting. I want to look more into that. Looking at different rhythm games is always so interesting because my only big exposure to rhythm games is Guitar Hero and Osu.
Yeah.
Cashew asks, chocolate or vanilla?
Oh my gosh. What kind of vanilla? I mean, because I don't want to like pure vanilla. That stuff's strong.
Mm-hmm. I guess like as a flavor for something. If you had
you're right.
Chocolate or vanilla flavored blank, which one would you pick?
Vanilla flavored ice cream.
Okay.
If I think chocolate flavored ice cream is too rich.
Really? I think.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what I would do. I don't know if I could pick. Maybe chocolate. I don't know. Am says coconut. Vanilla coconut's not bad. If you've tried it before, you should try it. Or if you haven't tried it, you should try it.
I agree.
Um, are you reading any books right now? Cashew asks.
Um, I've actually I've actually had this book on my stream for the past 2 weeks, I think. It's just a book you can see behind my keyboard. It's The House of Hades by Riordan.
Hmm.
I've been meaning to read it. I've actually read a good amount of it maybe a year ago, but now I want to reread it.
Have books ever been something that you're interested in, like outside of school, obviously?
I have read like a good amount, but I would say that I've never really liked reading books. I've always enjoyed games more. But I have read the Warriors series and the Percy Jackson series.
Oh yes, I think I had all of the Percy Jackson books just because as a kid I liked the covers and wanted to have them, but I never read any of them.
Oh my gosh.
I should probably maybe go back and read some. I've heard good things. I've also heard bad things though. I feel like that's a good book series to read.
What?
I feel like it depends on your age when you read them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Before I go back, I want to come down to some of these questions before I go back up. Raisent says, "Hey Tim, what's your favorite hentai?"
Reina.
I don't know any, so I can't really comment.
R.E.I.A or .N.A. That's what it's called. Enough said.
All right then. I'm actually surprised with all of the anime and anime related stuff that I've consumed in my life that I've never watched a hentai, like even to sample.
Wow.
Like I've seen a tiny bit of some stuff here and there, but I've never like watched a full show.
You've never seen High School DxD?
Well, yeah. Well, I wouldn't count that though as like a full on hentai. But I suppose that would be the closest thing for me, like in terms of an actual full series. The good questions from Raisin. Megafan asks, any health problem? Which I assume, like, do you have any health problems, any allergies, or those kinds of things?
Yeah. I don't have any allergies. Well, maybe during summer, I have developed allergies this last year.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually have a innocent heart murmur, is what a cardiologist told me.
Uh-huh.
I'm not really sure what it really does, but he's like, it's benign. It doesn't do anything for your health.
That sounds, I mean, it's good that it doesn't do anything. Oh yeah, innocent heart murmur. What is this? They're harmless sounds made by the blood circulating normally through the heart's chambers. And okay. Oh, they're common. They often disappear by adulthood. Interesting.
I'm also extremely skinny. I've always been skinny my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I weigh 110 pounds, and I'm 5'11".
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say I eat like a normal person. It's just my metabolism
yeah.
so damn high. Yeah.
Well, that's nice to have the good metabolism. I feel like for a lot of my life, I've been blessed with good metabolism, and I hope it stays. Let's see. Rich asks, "Will you ever wear different sunglasses?"
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Do you have glasses? Like not just sunglasses, but do you wear normal reading glasses or anything like that?
No, my vision is Kanpeki. Sorry, that was cringy. That's Japanese.
All right,
for
guys,
perfect.
interview over. I gotta end the way. I for most of my life had wonderful 20/20 vision, and it's still not too bad. But like a year ago, I had to go in to get my eyes checked and realize that my image in the past like 2 years has taken a hit, and I don't know why. I hope it's not because of Osu stuff. I don't think that actually impacts it though. I think it's just my vision was gonna do that regardless. I miss having like perfect vision though. Don't take it for granted. It's nice.
I can see how it can get frustrating. Slowly getting into that descent.
Luckily, mine is not too bad though. Like I don't need to wear my glasses. I've never worn them on stream, but if I want to see stuff farther away that I used to be able to see easily, I need them. Okay, let's see what else is going on in here. Any other? Let me see what questions I've missed going up. I think Cashew asked something else. Am asked chocolate or vanilla from Nekopara.
Oh my gosh. I haven't played through the first volume yet, but so far I think I like chocolate more.
I don't remember. I remember I played Nekopara the first volume, and I downloaded the uncensored patch.
Nice.
And I didn't finish it, but I did get through most of it. I don't remember if I think I also like chocolate better than vanilla. Am says vanilla is better. So does Raisin. Zilma says rip, nobody picks vanilla. Shit. Tim and I both picked chocolate. Let's see. Cashew says define success.
Really? Oh gosh, this is the hardest question. Maybe. Oh, nice cat.
Oh, thanks.
I would say success for life is doing what you love and being able to support yourself doing it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah. I want to... It's... I don't know what I'm trying to say. But yes, I completely agree. Definitely doing what you want, and in a way that doing that doesn't not let you support yourself.
Yeah.
Cashew also asks, do you floss?
Not as much as I should.
Yes, me as well. I feel like a lot of people's answer is that. Let's see. Rich asks, who is your favorite Twitch mod?
Hold on, let me type /mod in my chat. Or /mods. It's definitely Snipe PUFV or Kenneth.
All right, guys, there you go.
Sorry, guys.
It's been answered.
It's over. He is number one on my Makuya level by so far.
Oh yeah, who is your highest, or what level is he with Makuya levels?
I believe he's level is somewhere around 80. Hold on, I can check really quickly. He's level 68 right now.
And that's your highest?
Yeah. And
okay.
My second highest is level 38.
I don't know how Critality is this active in my chat, but his Makuya level in my chat is like 130.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh,
there. Where is
it?
Let's
gosh.
see. Yeah, he's 131. What the fuck? And there's like a huge drop down. There's like 100. There's 3 100s. Jesus. And then all of a sudden it's like the drop down.
Wow. How long have you been streaming?
About a little more than a year, like slightly more than a year, like
Uh,
2 months.
okay.
Critali's been he's at the stream a lot though, so that explains it. Like having it open a lot as well in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else we've got here. Rally asks, "Who's your favorite Discord bot?"
Oh my gosh. Moderator or admin?
I assume mod.
Okay. I would say, well, the thing about my Discord is the mods don't really do anything. They're just kind of there. If they join the private VC, they can move people. So that's about it. Probably Hyperdron. He's pretty cool.
Oh, also Rally asks admin favorite
Admin. Oh. I would say Nate, because he's the most active in every chat.
Oh, feels good. Feels good for Nate. All right. Well, the important questions have been asked. If anyone has any other questions, oh wait, I think there's another one I missed from Cashew. Oh, I'll ask Floss. Cashew asks, define love.
What? Let me Google this really quick.
Oh, is there? Yeah, wait, what is the definition for love?
Oh, wow. An intense feeling of deep affection.
That makes sense. I've gotten an American web television series called Love when his cheating girlfriend leaves him. People pleasing nice guy. Okay. There you go. A deep romantic or sexual attachment to someone.
Interesting.
That's a verb. Okay.
Oh.
Good stuff. Raisin asks, what's the most important quality of a stream or a streamer, in your opinion?
I think enthusiastic is it people wait for people to keep viewer attention. That's what I think. Of course, being open-minded and level-headed in most situations also helps, because then people won't think, oh, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
And a good sense of humor too.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think it's not good to like be crazy over enthusiastic like some people can try to be. It's like, who is it that said, like, if you it's still their personality when they stream, but they just like turn it up by one or two, so they're not like crazy overhype everything, but it's like you just bring in the enthusiasm and being yourself without like not being yourself and just changing into crazy hype mode or like constantly spouting jokes that are forced, I guess. Do you have any tips for people looking to stream? Like any tips about, like, if someone came to you and said they want to stream but they don't know how to talk to chat and they don't know what to say, would you have any advice for them?
I don't think I would. I would recommend that they watch YouTube videos about it, because there are definitely a lot of tutorials that are helpful. Also be good at the game.
Yeah,
I guess
it's definitely good to be good at the thing you're doing.
Either have good skill or a good personality.
And then you got, if you have both, then that's a big feels good.
And big feels good. Heck of big.
Let's see. Cashew also asks, do you meditate in any way?
I have practiced mindfulness,
Hmm.
but I haven't done that for an extremely long time.
Really?
In a Happy Stick interview, he's mentioned mindfulness as well, and he's like, he says that it's helped him play OSU, and I think doing that could also like help, I guess.
Yeah, I think bringing that and like other wellness related stuff into Osu can help a lot. Like more than people probably think. I feel like it's some people wouldn't want to open up to that kind of stuff. Like some people hear meditation and they're like, that's dumb. But
Yeah, I mean, well, a lot of people think meditation is like sitting down.
yeah, and it's not like you don't gotta sit down and cross your legs and
Yeah.
yeah. It's good to be open minded about that stuff and then especially try it out and realize that like it could help with something like Osu. I didn't know Happy Stick mentioned that though. That's interesting. Some of his older interviews too are really interesting to watch. Like his sit down with Dr. Levi, if you've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what made me want to start stretching a lot.
Uh-huh.
All the Dr. Levi stretches. Let's see. I think we'll wrap it up in a moment. I don't want to impede on your time of your day and like take time away from your day since I've realized we've gone for almost 2 hours.
Oh my god.
Since this started.
Yeah, don't worry about it. No problem.
All right. So, should I even say this? Critality asks, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
Maybe one.
Maybe one velocity. I think I agree. One velocity. Rally asks, Tim, what's the meaning of life?
42. Duh.
42. The old school. Would you even call that a meme? I guess you could call it a meme.
Yeah, I guess.
Well. Oh wait, Zoma, I skipped your question. Wait, what'd you say? Well, Zoma now asks how much hydration is too much hydration. I don't know if that's what he asked earlier, though.
It's very hard to overhydrate. If I'm being honest, if you drink a gallon of water and don't like pee, you could probably die. But if you do, then it's easy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You get away with drinking a gallon a day, probably. I mean, it's probably not good for you, but
I think. Well, let me look up what is the best amount of water to have in a day. Oh, hi Java. Half a gallon a day. Yeah, you could definitely get away with having a gallon a day. But yeah, it is hard to overhydrate. Your body's not gonna want you to be drinking more than like a gallon a day, probably.
yeah.
Cashew, you drink over a gallon a day? Or just about a gallon? Oh, also, Zoma, was that your question that you asked earlier? Since I missed the one that you asked earlier. Also, Rich says, Tim, perform that perfect FC scream for us wonderful folks.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
I'm not doing it. Absolutely no way.
Well.
Oh my gosh. You can easily find a clip of me screaming.
I have seen. I went to your most popular clips in the past 30 days, like right before going live, and got jump scared, literally.
I apologize.
Screaming.
I mean, I don't apologize.
I turned it on to play, and it was like God mode activated, I think. And you hit like a bunch of jumps in a big stream.
Oh yeah,
And I
the
played
space
it.
stream.
Yeah, I played it, but then like went away to go grab a water bottle or something, and all of a sudden heard a loud scream, and I had my volume all the way up.
That's
But yeah,
awesome.
Zoma's question that I skipped was thigh highs or knee socks.
Knee socks.
All right. Now we might have all the important questions. Timum says knee socks, though, guys.
Wait,
Seems to be the
Dan's
chat.
game. You guys don't want to see the beautiful skin on the thighs.
Jesus
You
Christ.
guys would rather look at cloth.
I think it's time to wrap up.
All right. It's been fun.
But yeah, I think I got through. I want to check really quickly to make sure there's nothing else I wanted to ask. I think I asked everything, though. If there's any remaining viewer questions, though, while I'm quickly checking my doc of random jotted down questions, then feel free. But I think that's about everything. I guess the last thing I can say is, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Is that
Oh my gosh. I haven't actually thought about it. I plan to probably get my associate's degree in 3 years, and then after that, I'm gonna see if I can support myself full time with streaming, or if I have to get a job.
What's your what's your ideal position in life 5 years from now?
Ideal position.
If you could have what you want as your ideal position without being like crazy unrealistic, like unlimited money.
Yeah. I think being able to support myself full time is a thing that could happen in 5 years. I mean, by streaming.
Yeah.
But of course, I'll probably have to get a job after I get my associate's degree.
Basher asks Timo, are you taking #1 global tomorrow?
I'll work on it. Definitely.
Well, best of luck with your streaming endeavors. I believe you can be full-time in 5 years. You got good streams.
Yeah.
And you're a good person. You attract good people, which is good. So, absolute best wishes for that. Not that I'm like not gonna talk to you again after this, but
oh my gosh,
this is a final goodbye. But yeah, seriously though, that's awesome. I really wish you the absolute best with your streaming endeavors.
Thank you.
I hope to be able to do full-time someday soon as well. And good luck with everything else going on with independent studies and are you in so wait, I forget what you said, but one last thing. Are you in your last year before going off to uni or getting your associate's degree?
I'm in high school. I'm a senior right now.
Well, hope your last year of high school goes well.
Thank you.
Again, I'm sure I'm going to talk to you in like Twitch chats before it ends. But
yeah. I'll talk to you later then.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a fast. It's been like exactly 2 hours actually. Holy. Like almost on the dot.
That is impressive.
All right. Well, thank you for doing this. Thanks for coming by and answering some questions.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. And thanks for letting people know that I'm doing it, to bring some people to check it out and to answer or to ask some questions from your Discord and from your stream.
Yeah.
And I will see you around on Twitch.
Okay. Goodbye.
It's been good. Have a good day. All right. Well, let me do that. And I think that we are done. I almost closed OBS. It's not what I wanted to do. That would have been a very abrupt end to the stream. Nice interview. Goodbye forever. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it then for the 8th KoiCast. And it's been really, really fun. As always, that was super enjoyable. And the time flies. When you talk for 2 hours, that 2 hours feels a lot more like 10 minutes. This is one of the longer podcasts that I've done, actually. I think all of my interview podcasts are longer than the solo ones, but a solid 2 hours feels good. So this is going to be uploaded to YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, everywhere by Monday of next week. I'll highlight it out on Twitch as well for those who are interested. But for everyone who's here right now, thanks for coming out to the KoiCast. I hope you enjoyed the interview and chill time with Timowoof. Definitely check him out on stream, those of you, or on Twitch, those of you who are here who might not be following Timowoof. Definitely check out his channel. Also, huge thanks everyone who's followed today throughout the podcast. I definitely interact with chat a lot more normally, but obviously don't want to have that be in the way of the whole interview, like before the chat questions. But huge thanks to everyone who's followed today as well, and everyone who's here right now. Everyone who came from Timowolf's Discord, thanks for being here. And it's been a really good time. That was really fun. And the next one of these, I don't know who it's going to be with. Might be solo, might be interview, who knows. I'm going to try to get Doomsday on, though, so we'll see if I can do that. Feels good. And if that happens, regardless of who it ends up being, what it ends up being, next one of these should be in about 2 weeks from now. And in terms of just my normal stream stuff, I'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. EST for some Osu. That's the plan. But that's been KoiCast number 8. If you're listening to this audio on like SoundCloud or iTunes after I upload it, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed, and peace out.